How do negative entities get attached to us? So, first of all, I want you to realize that this happens in different ways, three main ways: the physical, right? So, through the body, the mind, and the spirit. How does it happen when an entity get attached through the spirit realm? You guys, you know that you have a spirit team that is always watching over you. Angels, ancestors, your spirit guides are always watching over you and protecting you in order not to have these kind of entities attached to you. However, some souls, when they are incarnating in this lifetime, they choose this hard path in order to get awakened, to get their spiritual awakening through this path, which is a very difficult one. The reason the soul chooses this path a lot of the time is to gain confidence and courage. When the soul needs strength at some point in your life, there is a time where you're going to need strength to start moving forward towards your path, especially your spiritual path, your life mission. Once you're being called upon that, once you're being called to do that, when you're hearing the calling, there's going to be a need to find courage and strength within. And some of us don't feel ready for it. And that's when these entities can actually penetrate you in the spirit. But like I said, this is orchestrated. So you guys know that this is going to happen to you guys. When you decide to incarnate in this lifetime, it's going to be happening, but you're going to have the strength to fight it, to be able to get the courage and the strength to move past it. And that this experience is not only going to help you find the strength in the long run, but you're also going to find ways to help others because of this experience. You're going to help others and mentor others and guide them if this is going to happen to them. So it's almost like going through the dark night of the soul, but with a specific entity. Just so you know, you guys, this entity could be thoughts. So it could happen through your thoughts. You are receiving thoughts about a person, for example, a situation. You're going through obsessive patterns, addictive patterns. This could be manifesting that way in the realm of your reality. But in the spirit, the entity has attached to you, and it's going to be time to take the courage, the strength to release it. Number two, this can happen through the mind. So, yes, when we are talking about negative entities attaching to your mind, we're talking about your inability to get to the studies, the understanding, the mind pattern that you're going to need to follow your life passion, your life purpose. So these entities are coming in order to hinder your ability to understand, to move beyond certain mind patterns, to move beyond certain mental struggles. They are coming to hinder that. They could come as a monitoring spirit, but they could also come through people around you criticizing what you're doing, criticizing your input, criticizing your mental patterns, criticizing what you're thinking about. Critical people around you are actually part of the game. These are part of the game. So if you have haters, just know that this is a sign that you're going to be able to move past it. So the challenge here is to understand that you could be releasing from maybe your childhood or something you've picked up from your family. It's something that is usually very deeply ingrained, and at some point you're going to have to confront it, and at some point if you're going to have to release it. Number three, these entities can be connected to your body. They can attach to your body. A lot of the time, this happens through our vessels being weakened. So maybe we're taking drugs. Maybe we're drinking too much. We could be smoking too much. We could be having too much casual sex. Something here is weakening the body, weakening the immune system overall. A lot of the time we see exorcisms, in movies and things like that. They usually talking about body vessels being weakened. And when you're receiving guidance from your spiritual counselors not to spend too much time in low vibrational places such as bars and places where there's a lot of low vibrational energy, is for you to avoid that kind of energy to attach to you, especially if you feel that your stress level is high. I'm hearing students, for example, when you guys are very stressed out with your exams and things like that, and you start drinking too much, spending too much time in bars, there is a high chance for an entity to get attached. The way it's showing up in the body, a lot of the time comes as a disease, maybe chronic, but something that is really making you feel uncomfortable in the body. So this is an illness. Chronic skin issues, for example, chronic inflammation diseases, these come at a time where you usually feel weakened. If you find the root of when this started, if you go back in your life and find it, find the timing of this when it happened. Are you 15? Were you 21? You're going to find an association of a time where you were weakened in the body because of something happening in your life. When the entity attaches to the body, you're going to have a calling from Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is helping you move past this. So you can ask help from Archangel Gabriel. The challenge here is to find the right knowledge, true wisdom. So you could be receiving all kind of insights on some kind of treatment, for example. You could be receiving all kind of information, but it's really confusing you, or you tried different things, but ultimately nothing really worked, at least not in the long term. You guys needed to find true healers, nurturers. So I don't know if you know the differences between different healers, but those who nurture, I'm here in Life Path 6 is an important one. So people who are able to nurture you, comfort you, connecting you with the divine feminine, with them in order to connect with your own divine feminine, to nurture yourself. Start giving to your body, giving you time to love your body again, to connect with your body again, to accept the reality of where you're at right now in order to improve your future. That's when you're going to start seeing the shift happening for you when it comes to the body's entities. These entities can be released. Some of us, we receive those entities as parasites or even intestinal worms. So let me know, you guys, if this resonated with you, if you felt that some entities attached to you, if you understand what I'm talking about. If you have any questions, of course, don't forget to ask.